Alright everyone, welcome back to today's video. It's your boy Optich here, and today what I want to be talking about with you guys all is about the PlayStation 6. Now Sony recently said in an interview or an article speaking on the future of PlayStation as well as PS5 Pro and even PS6 news, and they are confirming that the PS5 is in latter stages of its cycle, which is very weird to me because comparing it even to the PlayStation 4 generation of games, that lasted from 2013 to just before the PlayStation 5 released, which was 2020. So it had like at least a 7-year gap. Even longer was the PlayStation 3. That started in 2006 with the original PlayStation 3, which wasn't the most popular console, but overall later in the stages of the PS3's life cycle with the PS3 Slim and then the Super Slim, it really did gain a lot more popularity because of its free multiplayer experience and great exclusives for that specific platform. That lasted for upwards even until 2014-2015. I remember purchasing a PlayStation 4 console when that released back in 2013, and I didn't even play my PS4 until even 2016 because the games on the PS3 were really good at the time. Mind you that the GTA 5 was also released on the PS3, which is my most played game of all time, so I really did still enjoy playing the PS3 version of GTA 5. All my friends were on the PS3 still, and it didn't really affect me to switch on over to the PS4 because it wasn't really that much better anyways, until obviously they shut down the servers and they stopped updating the PS3 for GTA 5, that is. And similarly to the PS4, I mean, the PS4 was still a really good console. It had a bunch and a plethora of games with very good exclusives alongside this. And PS4, a lot of people still say are just probably a very good generation in terms of game output for Sony and PlayStation themselves. Obviously, they could probably make an excuse saying that, COVID or the whole pandemic situation was a big reason of the downfall of some publishers and some big creators in the Sony PlayStation space. But like we're going into 2024 now. We got some good news in terms of like the new Grand Theft Auto game, which will be coming out next year, and some new titles from Insomniac, such as Wolverine and some other great titles coming very soon. But like, why are they planning on releasing a brand new PlayStation 6 console? They think that in the console space that they have to compete essentially with the PC platform and stuff, but the thing is with PC platforming and PC games and just PC gamers in general, a lot of people, they don't understand that you can't really compare it to console gaming. Yes, you can connect a controller to it, but it doesn't give you that gaming console ecosystem. You can literally put your console on any entertainment device that you'd like, as long as it has like a HDMI input. Some laptops you can connect your gaming console to. A lot or almost every single HDMI monitor or HDMI TV you can connect your gaming console to, rather it's an Xbox or a PlayStation or a Nintendo Switch or whatever, you can do that. But for a PC, a lot of people like using a either gaming laptop, which can be pretty pricey if you want a very good one to compete with the PS5, and also in terms of like custom built PCs with the new RTX 5000 or 4000 series cards, they are much more expensive. Just the graphics card alone will cost just as much as you compare it to a PlayStation 5's price. They're very similar in that sense. Mind you still need to buy like a motherboard, a CPU, all the other specs that you need for a PC. So a lot of people like to just buy a console and call it a day and upgrade it every 7 years or so. But like I said at the start, we're literally in probably 3.5 years into the PlayStation 5 life cycle, and we are now getting a news saying that they want to move on to the PlayStation 6, which in my opinion is pretty absurd. And they still need to give a lot more to the PlayStation generation, because if you look back at the exclusives, I personally can't really recall any big exclusives that were for the PlayStation 5 console. All the great games that were on the PS5 console that I've played are also easily available and easily be able to play on your PS4 Pro very nicely, you know. One of my friends also still uses a PS4 Pro and plays his games without any problem, you know. Not everyone has moved up to a 4K TV at like 165 hertz. Not everyone needs that sort of thing. A lot of people are content with playing on their full HD 1080p displays and they have no problems with it, right? So in terms of like games such as Ghost of Tsushima, the new Demon Souls game, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2, all of these games that came out in the past year or two, you could still play them on your PS4 console, right? And they look just as good, you know, to the naked eye. If you're not really into graphics and you just want to play a game for its story and its overall gameplay experience, then you don't really even need to upgrade from the PS4 to the PS5, because it's not like the case how it was with the PS3 generation, where the PS3 generation had free multiplayer and the PS4 generation you had to pay for it, but you also get more graphics and stuff. It's very similar in terms of the ecosystem from PS4 to PS5. You know, there's some people that say, you know, the controller is much better, that's why, but you know, a lot of people can say on the contrary, they are worse built controllers than the PS4 platform with its immense stick drift. You know, I had to replace my DualSense like over 5-6 times just because of its stick drift. But yeah, I mean, this video is kind of like a rant or something. I'm not sure what it was, but I just wanted to give my views on the whole situation, on how Sony and PlayStation are going forward with their console lifecycle. I really do think that they need to release much more games and support the PS5 console much more. And if they can do that, they'll be having a very good time in terms of their economic future as well, as long as they keep pushing out the games that they promise on time. Video, I want to say that the PlayStation 4 is still a better generation in terms of its game production and what game library it has comparative to the PS5, just in my personal opinion. Let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comment section. Now, it's been your boy Optich, and I will be catching you guys all in my next video. Goodbye.